hell, the lake of fire, the final judgment. Yeah, these things are the type of subject matter that we don't like to think about or talk about much, and they're really not heard in churches or synagogues anymore. But who qualifies to be cast into the lake of fire? And first off, let's not confuse the lake of fire and hell. They're not synonymous. They're not interchangeable. They're not one and the same. The scriptures actually tell us that hell will be cast into the lake of fire. I'm going to be reading from the Aramaic English New Testament translation of the scriptures. And in Revelation 21:8, it says, "But to the timid and the unbelieving, and to the sinful and polluted, and to the manslayers, and whoremongers, and sorcerers, and idolaters, and to all false persons, their portion will be the lake that burns with fire and sulfur, which is the second death." So let's just kind of go down through this list and see who is going to qualify for the lake of fire. And let's see if any of these traits are in us. And if so, may it bring us to the point where we surrender and repent and get these type of things out of our life. It says, "But to the timid." Other translations say the fearful. And in one of the letters to Timothy, Paul says that God has not given us the spirit of fear, but of power and of love and of a sound mind. So we know that being timid is not just an emotion. It's not just a character trait. It's actually a spirit that can oppress and or possess you. It is the opposite of faith. Where fear drives, faith guides. And so it says to the timid or to the fearful. So if we're dealing with unresolved or irrational fear, and we know it's the spirit of fear, we can cast it out in Yeshua's name, because God has not given us the spirit of fear, but of power and of love and of a sound mind. So it says to the timid, which is fearful, to the unbelieving. Unbelieving is the opposite of faith. So, this unbelieving is more than just skepticism. It's more than just doubt. It's just a refusal to trust God and believe God and accept God and take God at His word. It represents disobedience, because if you believe, you're going to follow through with what you believe. If you don't believe, you're just not going to do anything. So to the timid, to the unbelieving, to the sinful. What defines sin? 1 John 3:4 says that breaking of the Torah, the law of God, the 5 books of Moses, the commandments given in the Torah, the 5 books of Moses, that is sin. So people who are not Torah obedient or Torah observant, the polluted, that kind of implies witchcraft, being kind of linked with the dark realm, the demonic spiritual world. Polluted, also polluted by the things of this world, the things that the world holds dear, the fads, the fashions, things like that. The polluted. To the manslayer, okay, that's easy, that's a murderer. To the whoremonger, okay, that's the fornicator or the adulterer. To the sorcerer, well, there are some witches and warlocks that still exist and still practice black magic and the dark arts. But actually, interestingly enough, this word sorcerer, at least in the Greek, comes from the Greek word pharmakia, which is where we get the word pharmacy. So it's really talking about people that are into mind-altering, spiritual portal door opening, psychotropic drugs. Because drugs were used in a lot of the cults and a lot of the false religions then and even today, and it is considered a gateway to the spiritual realm. So those that are involved in drugs, and idolaters, more than just worshiping a statue, it's worshiping a spiritual entity, a fallen angel, a false god, a watcher. It's also putting anything before God, whether it be your career, your love life, money, fame, fortune, whatever, hobbies, sports, whatever. And to all false persons, people who are hypocrites, people who are not who they say they are, that they're always putting on a front and pretending. It says they will be in the lake of fire that burns with fire and sulfur, which is the second death. So let's just kind of reevaluate ourselves and take this verse and read it and say, okay, is any of this kind of stuff a part of me? If so, I want it to be at the forefront of my mind. I want to recognize, repent of it, renounce and rebuke it, and to do a 180 and get these things cleared out of my life so that I could be a better believer for Him and won't have those traits of those same people and the practices of those same people that will take part in the lake of fire. Hey guys, thanks for listening. Go out there and have a great day. God bless. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to press the like button as well as the subscribe button if you haven't done so already, and the notification bell that'll let you know every time I make a new video. And don't forget to share this with a friend. Also, visit our website at abrahamsdescendants.com. Thanks. Shalom.